I've heard from many players before talk about how they think they get it when they go into their second season, but they really don't, and they really actually do go into their third year. I'm curious how you feel about where you are in the NBA and that kind of season by season approach. Even Ty said that happened to him.
Yeah, I mean it makes sense for sure. Yeah, that was a good description. Like you think you get it, and then you go through the season, and then yeah, hopefully third time's a charm. So I mean I've been learning a lot through the first two seasons, so I feel like I'll be ready to go.
Ankle's good?
Yes, sir.
What to you is going to be important for your skill development this year? I think the front office said like one or two things, getting them just banged down would be great for you. What have you kind of been working on this summer in that regard?
I would say conditioning first, just being in the best shape, just being able to outlast my opponents, be ready for anything. But in terms of skill, I would feel like the main thing that's going to contribute is just defense, running, and rebounding. I feel like the skill and like the offense will kind of take care of itself. So I've been just trying to focus on other areas that will help the team and help us win.
No, one thing I think Chad mentioned earlier in the season is wanted to see just overall more aggression from you on both ends of the floor. How have you kind of taken that message into account? How is that, how has that been gotten across to you, I guess, by the coaching staff, and what have you tried to do to kind of, I guess, create that?
Yeah, just not second guessing myself, not playing out there to not make mistakes, but just play my game and have fun and just be assertive. I feel like just asserting myself and just playing my game, everything else will follow through in terms of just being aggressive and making an impact.
Where do you feel like you've made strides on the biggest end defensively? Where do you feel like you've gotten better, and where do you feel like you still need to get better?
I would say I definitely got better with the gambles, just reaching it out of passing lanes, reaching out of plays. I feel like I've done a better job at staying solid, staying in between my man and the ball. And I feel like I always just work on just being in the right spots off ball, always being in help, always being conscious of, even if my man doesn't have the ball, it's still a job that needs to be done.
How do you feel like you've sort of formed an offensive identity? Obviously, there's a lot of things that you can do between handling the ball, and certainly your shooting's gotten a lot better. How have you gotten a sense of what your role is or should be with this group, and how you should be functioning with all the options that you have?
It's really just being able to be versatile. I feel like every game's gonna bring something different in terms of who's going, who's hot, what the team needs. So I feel like it's just really just reading the game, reading what I have to do out there to help the team win, and then just take it on from there.
Seen some videos of you working with Pascal again this summer. What's the biggest takeaway you're taking from him?
I would just say the work ethic and the time that you need to put in to be great. He's going on year, my guess would be like 8, 9. He's kind of old. Don't tell me. But just being a real vet, teaching me just the work ethic, everything that it takes to last in this league, to make an impact, but also be ready for a big year, be ready to help impact winning and just do what the team needs.
Last year's run to the finals, was there anything that you felt like you learned from this playoff experience for you?
Just the attention to detail that each game, each possession takes, each time out. I feel like once it gets to that point, it's really just about limiting mistakes and just being all about the team rather than by yourself. Because during the season, like, you have time to pout and, oh, I need more minutes, I need this, I'm not getting enough shots. But once you get to the playoffs and the finals, it's just team, whatever you need to do to win.
Was there anything in specific you did this offseason to try to get better at for this upcoming year?
I would say just expanding my horizon on just work. I've been doing some boxing, some pool workouts, a lot of different things just to keep my mind and body sharp and ready for the season.
Some guys have been asked who's shown the most improvement or stood out in the times you've been together so far. Your name has come up. Anyone else that you've been impressed by so far?
Definitely James Wiseman. Zeke too. Just coming off big injuries from both of them, just to see their explosiveness, their conditioning, how their body looks like. They've been looking and playing real good so far. So I'm definitely happy for them.
I got more.
Oh, good.
I was intrigued by the boxing thing you mentioned there. How did you get involved in that? I guess where are you doing that, and what value you think you gotten out of it so far?
How I got into it, I think it was my agent or my trainer just hit me up about the idea, and I'm always down to learn something new, try something new, and then I actually did it, and then it's real good conditioning. So I feel like that's kind of why I mostly do it. And then it works in your arms, just keeping your arms up, shoulders. It works a lot of muscles that you don't normally work out. And then it's less on the body than a weight room workout. You're squatting 350 pounds and doing all that. So it's definitely a great way to stay in shape, but also stay in the gym and just keep working on your conditioning.
So are you, I mean, do you have like a trainer? Where are you doing that? Basically, is that?
Yeah. It was mostly in Houston.
Mhm.
I have a trainer out there. Yeah, mostly in Houston during the off season. Maybe like 1 to 2 times a week, just to stay in shape, keep working on myself, my hits, my boxes, all that.
I want to go back to, he asked a little bit about Pascal, and like, some of the stuff he's posted, it's very detailed as far as offensive moves in terms of how to get to a shot, stuff like that. What, you know, how do you think he's helped you grow as just sort of a one-on-one player in terms of getting buckets? I mean, like, what are some things that you picked up or moves that you picked up that you know, didn't know or didn't even think of before you worked with Pascal?
I would just say that quick first step that he has. Whenever he puts the ball on the floor, he's going somewhere. Like he's not catching it and dribbling in the same spot, sizing up his defender. He's very, very to the point with his moves. So I feel like if I could learn that, kind of take that from him, and then implement my own game into it, it could really be effective.
What'd you get out of the Charleston trip with all those guys?
Yeah, that was a fun trip. Just being able to be around those guys, connect, just grow as a team, grow our chemistry. We got in shape, got up a lot of shots, worked on our game. So I feel like overall it was a great team bonding trip, just to get ready for the season. But we definitely got some great work in as well.
Last one right here.
Hey, French journalist. I wonder what you like. How did you enjoy the NBA Paris game, and what stood out about you about France to you?
That was one of like the best things I've had, experiences I've had in the league. Just traveling out there with the team. Long flight, but it was beautiful. Paris, France, the people are awesome. Great food. So I feel like all in all, it was a great trip. Great trip.
Thank you, Jarace.
All good. Appreciate y'all. Thank you.
Thanks, Jarace.